Okay, good morning, guys. And I told you guys today I was going to do top presidential donors and what they get for their money. And first of all, a lot of this has to do with they get personal influence. Like this morning, I'm going to talk about Michael Bloomberg. They get to go to these dinners, and Michael Bloomberg got a Presidential Medal of Freedom. And a lot of this is about these people's strong views on a more socialistic or a more capitalistic society, what I call the isms, and and their battle, whether they believe in more capitalism, you know, where competition controls the marketplace versus socialism, where the state controls the state controls a lot of your decisions. More social programs, welfare, food stamps, things like that. But the people that I'm going to talk about this morning have what I consider fuck you money. They don't need any things like super PACs, because super PACs are legally allowed to fundraise unlimited amounts of money from individuals or organizations for the purpose of a campaign's advertising, to contribute directly to a candidate or campaigns. That's kind of how a lot of rich donors, they donate to these super PACs to win uh, races for their party all over the map. And then there are certain business people, like Donald Trump used to talk about how he used to donate to both sides because he was a real estate guy. And so he needed politicians. So he would donate to everybody. And he would talk about how that's how the game is played. But with Michael Bloomberg and Timothy Mellon, they have fuck you money and they have strong beliefs. So to start out with Timothy Mellon, he's the heir to the Mellon banking fortune. And a lot of his beliefs are in strong borders and pro police law and order, which is what I can get from like the BBC and Fortune magazine, where I read a couple articles on Timothy Mellon. Rolling Stone did an article on Timothy Mellon. He also donated a huge amount of money to RFK Jr., and he has very, very strong beliefs on the border and being, you know, pro police. He donated a lot of money to Greg Abbott in Texas to build his own, for Texas to have its own border wall. So Timothy Mellon really believes in Donald Trump and strong borders. Whereas Michael Bloomberg, him and Donald Trump have had some personal animosity. You know, you hear them talking. Donald Trump talks about all the time how he beat Michael Bloomberg's ass in golf, and I don't know whether that's real or not, but Michael Bloomberg gets more influence in the Democratic Party. He got a Presidential Medal of Freedom from Joe Biden. He donated basically $50 million to Kamala Harris to defeat Donald Trump. And Michael Bloomberg's beliefs are he believes in strong gun control. I don't know if any of you remember Plaxico Burress. He was a wide receiver for the New York Giants. Well, he had a handgun in a nightclub and it went off. And Michael Bloomberg famously said, if you fire a handgun in public, you're going to jail for a few years. And Plaxico Burress did. Michael Bloomberg has strong beliefs in gun control, abortion rights, pathway to citizenship, public health insurance for all people rather than a universal payer system in medicine. And Michael Bloomberg famously wanted us. One thing I agree with Michael Bloomberg on strongly is he wanted America to move to a preventative medicine system, and he was the one who wanted to limit the size of your Coke in a fast food restaurant, and people jumped all over him for that. And they also jumped all over Michael Bloomberg for stop and frisk, which was a kind of a successful policy, but also infringed upon people's personal rights. He donated $1 billion. He spent $1 billion trying to get himself elected as president, and he had strong supporters in Warren Buffett, and Judge Judy loves Michael Bloomberg. So there's a difference between super PACs and these people with fuck you money like Michael Bloomberg and Timothy Mellon, who get a lot of influence with the person in the White House and what their different beliefs are, which is a lot of it is what I talk about, the isms, and a lot of the main fights in this world over the past 100 years have been really a fight between socialism versus capitalism, and that's a big reason for a lot of the wars in the past century, part of the driving force behind them. So that's what these people expect for their money, and that's kind of how money and politics work together.